This video is designed to support those who struggle with adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. The key thing to remember is, just like with numbers, we need the denominator to be the same before we can add or subtract fractions. So take this first example. I've got denominators of x and y. To get the same denominator, I'm going to need to multiply this by y, and this by y, and this by x, and this by x. So I'm left with 5y over xy plus 7x over xy. I've now got the same denominator, so I can add those fractions together and get that answer. Same with the second one. This time is multiply this by 10, this by 10, this by a, this by a. So I'm left with 30 over 10a minus ac over 10a. I've now got the same denominator, so I can subtract those and get 30 minus ac over 10a. For this third one, we're looking to find the lowest common denominator every time. So in this question, I've got 3g, and here I've got g squared. So I could multiply this one by g squared and this one by 3g, but that's more work than we really need to do. All I need to multiply the one on the left-hand side by is g, because then that denominator will be 3g squared. And to get 3g squared on the right-hand one, I just need to multiply that by 3 and that by 3. So we end up with 2fg over 3g squared, add 24 over 3g squared, so I get an answer of 2fg add 24 over 3g squared, because once I've got the same denominator, I can add those fractions. And this final, perhaps slightly harder question, the denominators are different. I've got t minus u and t plus u. So I need to multiply this by t plus u, and this by t plus u, and this by t minus u, and this by t minus u. So this would give me 6 lots of t plus u over t minus u times t plus u, minus 1 lot of t minus u over t minus u t plus u. So it may look more complicated, but actually what's going on here is that we have the same common denominator. I can now write that as 6 lots of t plus u minus, being really careful here, minus all of t minus u. And that's all divided by t minus u by t plus u. I can expand those brackets on the top, so we get 6t plus 6u minus t, and then negative multiplied by negative is positive u. And then we can use our FOIL method for the bottom of the fraction, the denominator. So we have t squared plus tu minus tu minus u squared, and that leaves me with 5t add 7u, and then the denominator is t squared minus u squared. And so on the next page, here are some questions for you to have a go at.